All right, we got that waiting room disabled. All right. I think we can go ahead and get started. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our 2024 membership year kickoff. My name is Liz Bogner. I'm the manager of volunteer experience here at GSSEM, and I'm going to be your MC, if you will, for the evening. We're so glad to have you here this evening. We're really glad to have you back for another year of Girl Scouts. And it's because of you that we're able to accomplish our mission of building girls of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place. So we're so grateful to all of you for showing up and for engaging and really bringing your energy and passion to empower the leaders of the future. So tonight we have nearly all of our staff teams here to give you the information that you need in order to have a successful Girl Scout experience this year. We're going to update you on our membership, on our resources, some initiatives that we're going to have going on this year. And we're also going to tell you about some events that we have coming up for the fall that we'd love to see you and your troops at. We have a lot of ground to cover tonight, a lot of good stuff to talk about. So I'm going to start moving things along and talk about first how we can all have a successful meeting here tonight. So I know by now we're all old pros when it comes to Zoom, but I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. So there's a few things I'd like to mention. So first, I'd just like to ask that you keep yourselves muted throughout the duration of our time here. There's a lot of us on the call tonight, and even if we have a small handful of folks who are unmuted, it can get really distracting. So please just make sure that you're muted to keep the chaos at a minimum. If you do have a question, we absolutely welcome that. We want to hear it. So we encourage you to use the chat function throughout the call to make sure that we get your questions answered. And also to keep our focus on the presenter, we ask that you all turn off your cameras. Our presenters are going to be on camera, and we're going to be pinning the presenters' videos so that you can match a face to a voice. So if you could help us out by doing all of those things, that's going to help us have a great meeting here tonight. So just to quickly go over our agenda here. In a second, I'm going to hand it over to our CEO, Monica Woodson, to welcome you all. And then after that, our Chief Financial and Operating Officer, Denise Minoletti, is going to be giving us an update on our membership so far this year. And then we're going to get into our department updates, and that's going to be the bulk of our time here this evening. So now I'm going to turn it over to Girl Scouts of Southeastern Michigan's Chief Executive Officer, Monica Woodson, so she can welcome you all back to another great year of Girl Scouts herself. But before she does that, though, she's going to lead us in the Girl Scout Promise and Law.
Good evening, everybody. On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law. I will do my best to be honest and fair, friendly and helpful, considerate and caring, courageous and strong, and responsible for what I say and do, and to respect myself and others, respect authority, use resources wisely, make the world a better place, and be a sister to every Girl Scout. Thank you. All righty. Good morning, good evening. Lord help, I don't even know what time it is. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Girl Scouting for a new year of fun, adventure, and discovery. I so hope that you all had a fantastic summer. You got to travel, you got to catch up on sleep, you got to eat a lot of good food, you got to do all of the things that summer requires us to do, enjoy the sun, fight off the bugs. But I hope you had a great summer and you're ready for another great year of inspiring and supporting girls as they discover new interests, build new skills, and go on amazing adventures in Girl Scouts. The start of a new Girl Scout year is always exciting because of the possibilities that it holds. Girls have so many opportunities to learn something new, to build lasting friendships, to find out what they care about and do something about it. Most important, girls get to do all of that and more with dedicated, caring support from you, our amazing volunteers. You truly make the difference in how girls experience Girl Scouts. You make the difference in if a Girl Scout becomes a part of who girls are, or if Girl Scouting is just something that they do. Let me say that again. You truly make the difference in how girls experience Girl Scouts. You make the difference in if Girl Scouting becomes a part of who girls are, or if Girl Scouting is just something that they do. I hope that you will be inspired to help girls have experiences to which they can attribute their boldness, their activism, their can-do attitude, or even best, lifelong friendships to Girl Scouting. GSSEM is here as your partner with awesome programming and customer care and service to help you deliver the Girl Scout experiences that build girls of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place. I hope that you enjoyed today's kickoff event and come away with renewed enthusiasm and interest. Our GSSEM teams have some very useful and exciting news and updates for you that will hopefully make this Girl Scout year more fulfilling for you and your girls, with more convenient, simplified, and new resources that will make this your best Girl Scout year yet. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. Now let's kick things off for a great Girl Scout year ahead.
Thank you, Monica. All right, up next we have Denise Miniletti, our Chief Financial and Operating Officer, and she's going to share some news about membership at GSSEM.
Great, thanks, Liz. As Liz mentioned, I am the Chief Financial Operating Officer for Girl Scouts of Southeastern Michigan, and I have the membership numbers. They're on the screen as well. For the end of membership year 2023, we had a total number of girls of 14,670, adults 7,459, for a total membership of 22,129. For MY24, which started October 1, and this is all related to early renewal. Girls, total girls as of 9/30/2023, 10,099 girls, and adults 5,730, for a total of 15,829. Thanks, Liz.
Thank you, Denise. So now we're going to move on to our department updates. We've got some exciting news to share with you from across our departments here tonight. And I am going to hand it over to Damiana Sorrell, and she's going to lead us through our council programs and events update.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Liz. I'm very happy to be here this evening. As Liz mentioned, I'm Damiana Sorrell. I am the Chief Program Officer here at GSSEM, and I have been here for about 5 months. So hello to everyone that I have not yet met. I am going to jump in. Both myself and my team will go through updates, different programs that we have, and just give you an overview of the different areas that we have in our program department now. So again, that's me, Damiana Sorrell. I also have Shanita Kennedy, our Deputy Chief Deputy Chief of Programs, and then Anterica Crawley, our Project Manager for Programs. We head up the operations team. So I wanted to make sure to flag those faces for you, reach out to them. They won't be speaking this evening, but I wanted to flag that for you. We'll have some updates from our pillar area teams on programs. So that's our life skills team, STEAM, financial literacy and entrepreneurship, and camp and outdoor education. We'll get some updates from them. We'll transition into learning more about our Girl Empowerment Program and Latinx Engagement Department, our partnerships and college and career readiness team, which also includes high awards, and then our research and evaluation department. So first up, we have our life skills team. As you can see on the slide, Dana Dew, our director of life skills, and then Kelly Cobbledick, our life skills program specialist, a mighty team of 2 for our life skills team. And I will turn it over to Dana, and she will give you all some life skills updates.
Thank you, Damiana. Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Dana Dew, and like Damiana said, I'm the Director of Life Skills. So Life Skills program covers a variety of areas. Our pillar, it covers comprehensive wellness, which includes physical health, mental health, spiritual health, and emotional health. We also cover skills trade. And Liz, you can move forward with the slide, the next slide. Oh, and just to let you all know, we also cover leadership, advocacy, and civic engagement as well. So some upcoming life skills programs that I'm very excited that we get a chance to offer for the month of October. It is Make a Difference Month food drive. So just to let you all know, at all of the service centers, there are boxes where we'll be taking donations for the Make a Difference Month food drive. We also have a program, Girls Can Fly 2, this October 7th. That one at this time is sold out, but we're hoping to have that one annually. October 28th, there are 3 opportunities for girls to get involved and give back. We have one based out of Flint with the Food Bank of Eastern Michigan. We have one out of Clinton Township, which is the Pure Hearts Foundation patch program, and then our Henry Ford Cancer Clinic program. And for all of those programs on October 28th, girls will have the opportunity to earn a Make a Difference patch. For the month of November, we have a program with DHL, and we also have Zero Waste Chef patch program, which is a combination of skilled trade in culinary arts and advocacy. So it's a very unique program and a great opportunity. January 13th, we also have another supply chain program coming up. We have some great things in the area of sports. February 10th, with the National Girl and Women in Sports Day program. And just to let you know, these programs will be not only for girls in athletics that are athletic, but the girls can find new ways that they can get involved with athletics, even if they are not athletes themselves. So, and we have all types of upcoming great things. One thing we definitely want you all to look out for is we'll continue to add things onto the calendar, but we do have a partnership with the Michigan Women's Commission coming up and Fit Kids. So look out for more mental health programs, physical health programs. We have a lot of things rolling out of life skills. So Liz, next slide. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Dana. So yes, all of those programs are, well, not all of them, but a lot of them are already on the calendar. They are, a good handful of them are sold out, which is great. But we are working on getting more life skills programs on the calendar. And if you have any questions about life skills program, you can reach out to Dana or Kelly. Next up, we have our STEAM team. So we have Kevin Fite, our VP of STEAM Financial Literacy and Entrepreneurship, and our STEAM program specialist, Alana Munson. Again, a mighty team of 2 to head up our STEAM department. Kevin. And Liz, you can advance the slide.
Good evening, everyone. I'm sorry I had to hit mute. My name is Kevin Fite again, and I am excited to lead our STEAM financial literacy and entrepreneurship team. First up, as she stated, our STEM specialist is led by Alana Munson, and she will focus solely on our STEAM programs. It's important to note, too, when girls participate in Girl Scout STEM programs, they benefit in 4 important ways, according to our Girl Scout USA. First, STEM interest. Girls are excited about STEM subjects and they want to learn more about them. Number 2, STEM confidence. Girls have confidence in their STEM skills and abilities. Number 3, STEM competence. Girls think scientifically and want to solve problems. And lastly, STEM 4, value girls. Girls learn the importance and relevance of STEM to people and society. Robotics, artificial intelligence, computer science, to include but not limited to coding, programming, app development, drones, graphic designs, video editing, cybersecurity and photography. Also, visual and performing arts, and the great game of chess. For those that participate in our chess program, the girls will have an opportunity to participate in our first ever Girl Scout chess team. That is very, very exciting. Alana Munson is a former national chess champion. So you don't want to miss that. Next slide, please. As you can see, here's some STEAM programming for the next few months, but note there will be more programs added in the next couple of weeks. In October, we have our ongoing robotics throughout the year, and we conclude with the expo in the spring. Girls Can Fly 2 in conjunction with Life Skills is this Saturday, as Dana mentioned, on October 7th. In November, we have the opportunity to take the one-day workshop for the Girl Scouts chess team. November 11th is our popular Chemistry Day event, which is led by the American Chemical Society. Tons of hands-on activities. And in January, we have the Next Generation of Tech with OnStar, sponsored by GM, and it's a badge event. Next slide, please.
Thank you.
Okay,
So again,
now,
oh, go ahead, Kevin.
I was going to say, now we're going to meet our financial literacy specialist, Lon Hartman, and our entrepreneurship specialist, Minerva Brown, and they will focus on banking, credit building, savings, investing, developing healthy relationships with money and branding, and starting a business. We will help to fill in the gaps for helping our girls and learning how to navigate through the financial lanes in their lives. From Girl Scouts USA, girls are already exploring their entrepreneurship interests. And when it comes to future careers, girls care about gaining gender parity and having financial stability and being able to use their talents to make an impact. 78% of girls are interested in becoming entrepreneurs in the future. 78%, that's a lot. 84% want to lead a cause or a campaign for something that they believe in. Next slide, please. We've talked about the first few months, but coming up in January is also, we're having an interior designer workshop, junior achievement, and our end of the year events, financial literacy called Money Matters for Youth, and our end of the year entrepreneurship, What's Your Brand? We hope to see you at all of our events, and thank you. Damiana, I'll turn it back to you.
Thank you. Next slide, Liz. All right. Now we have our camp and outdoor education team. So we have Brian, Mary, Katie, Amber, Paige. We have a full camp team. I want to say our largest departmental team. So I will turn it over to our director of camp and outdoor education, Brian, to tell us about all things camp.
Thanks, Damiana. So we have two camps. I'll talk about our first one. It's Camp Hawthorne Hollow. Right now we're doing troop camping and special events. We have a couple fantastic events coming up in October and November. We've got Harvest Festival, which will take place this Saturday, actually. And then 2 weeks later, we'll be doing a Spooktastic Day of Camp. 2 weeks later, it'll be a Healing in Nature weekend for troops, and all winter long we'll be doing troop camping plus winter edition, and winter edition will rely on Mother Nature to tell us what the winter edition is going to look like. We'll have activities planned for with and without snow. At all these activities, we have just opened our brand new BB gun range, and then this coming spring, we're hoping to bring back our community garden and a large part and doing primitive camping as well. So getting people actually out of our wonderful lodges and villages and into some tent camping. Next slide, Liz. Camp Playfair is our other incredible property that we use for camp. As we get into fall, though, we have 2 weeks left, so we'll be closing, actually just closed down the south side this weekend, and we'll be closing the north side in 2 weeks. But when we reopen, we hope to have 2 incredible additions, Hammock Village, and then most importantly, what I think everybody is looking forward to and excited about is beach and water access once again to the incredible venue of Lake Huron there. So look forward to that. And Camp Playfair is our troop camping site year round. Next slide, please. So back at Hawthorne Hollow, we do summer camp. This past year, I'm only on slightly behind Damiana. I'm about to celebrate 2 months on the job. So got to experience the last week of summer camp this year. We had 300 campers this year, and we are really excited for 7 weeks of camp next summer. But if you do have any questions, you can reach out to us at camp@gssem.org. Next slide, Liz. So late October, we will be releasing our summer camp guide with a little bit more in-depth into what summer has to offer. But for 2024, our overarching theme for camp is going to be Adventure is Calling. Next slide. A couple of things that we are planning on reintroducing to overnight camp. We did 2 weeks of counselor and training and hoping to do an entire summer of CIT training, and also looking at doing a lot more older girl programming. So backpacking 101, babysitting. One of our popular programs in the past has been Camp Fury. So look for that if you're looking for something for your older girls to do at camp this summer. Yeah, just got to put this all by itself. So these are tentative camp themes. I know a couple of dates have actually already changed since we made this slide, but this is what we're planning for summer camp. So you can see the different themes. August 11th through the 16th is TBD. We're looking at more of a troop camp weekend. So there'll be more come with your troop than with your camp. I'm already excited about Outdoor Survivor. I don't know that we'll be doing, we'll be extinguishing anybody's torch at the end of every day, but we will have some great Survivor activities for that one. I'm personally looking forward to Master Chef. Lights, Camera, Action was probably one of our most popular programs. So stay tuned for more information on those camping programs. The other half of what I oversee is outdoor education. It's our community-based education program. We service the entire council. We try and have between 2 and 3 programs in every council. You can find them on the event calendar. Typically Saturdays, Sundays. Next slide, Liz. So we have a bunch coming up in October. Bats Oh My is one that I am looking forward to. It's not on here because the bees are actually going into hibernation now, but if you ever have the opportunity to do bees in the D, I highly recommend it. I did it last week. Super exciting. I know more thing about bees than I ever could care to know. In November, healing in the headwaters, slingshot, horseback riding, and then I know we have some great events coming up in December as well. Continuation of our I always get it wrong. Our fishing program will be doing a ice to table fishing event, so expect that to be just as popular as our bobber program this spring or this fall. Last slide. Next slide, Liz. So definitely we offer a lot of programs, but if there's something that you would like, Paige Wiegren is my outdoor ed specialist. So please reach out to Paige with any thoughts or suggestions.
Awesome. Thank you for that all things camp and outdoor update, Brian. We are looking forward to having the girls at camp at the outdoor education program. So yeah, please connect with Brian or anybody from the camp team if you have any questions. So now we would transition to our girl empowerment program team. This department is a very unique department, but I will let Chastity go through it. So as you can see here on the slide, we have Chastity Benson, our director, Jenny Davis, our GEP specialist in Port Huron, Andrea Evans, GEP specialist at Downriver, Marsha Smith, our GEP specialist in Detroit, and then Allison Zywicki, our GEP specialist in Flint. And sorry, I did not go through all of the names for Camp and Outdoor. I'm not sure if y'all heard my doorbell, but it was something going on outside, so I needed to transition real quick. But without further ado, I will let Chastity talk to you more about our GEP team.
All right, thank you so much. Next slide, please. All right, so our Girl Empowerment Program, the acronym is GEP. The Girl Empowerment Program powers GSSEM staff-led troops in underserved areas to ensure that the girls in these areas receive quality Girl Scout programming. What that means is traditionally Girl Scouts traditionally have volunteer-led troops. Well, in certain areas where we have a high girl interest and we do not have volunteers to lead troops, we have staff that go into certain schools in their respective areas to formulate troops. And these ladies that were just introduced, they recruit new girls and they renew returning girls into the troops in certain schools in their areas. And they facilitate programming with girls during troop meetings, either during the school day or after school, to give girls the same type of quality programming like traditional volunteer-led troops. And during those troops throughout the year, girls, they also participate in cookie program, they go to camp, they participate in badge work, highest awards, working on their awards and obtaining their awards. They have college and career readiness, and they participate in camp and outdoor program experiences. That comprises our Girl Empowerment Program. So whenever you hear that, that does mean staff-led troops in certain areas in Port Huron, in Flint, in Detroit, and Downriver. Again, we are giving girls that same quality programming, just like traditional volunteer-led troops, just to ensure that all girls have a chance to participate in our Girl Scout leadership programming. Next slide, please. All right, we also have, I'm sorry, Damiana, did you want to go ahead? Okay, so I also have Thalia Garcia. She is our Latinx engagement specialist. For our Latinx engagement team, consisting of one, she will continue to work in our Latinx communities and ensure that they have the tools and resources they need to be successful. So with that said, what Thalia will do, she will work in communities that are underserved to recruit and to form volunteer-led troops. So unlike GEP that is staff-led, Thalia will work in the Latinx communities and recruit and form volunteer-led troops, just to ensure that they receive the tools and the resources they need to be successful. She'll help them onboard and she'll help them continue with the resources they need as needed. They'll go on to meet with our member support, but Thalia will be there as an ongoing support to help with any translation services or needs that they may have. Thalia will also bring to GSSEM and our girls Latinx-based programming to Girl Scouts and to our council. She'll also provide translation services for Latinx community be it verbal or written. It could be written, our forms or marketing material. We just want to make sure that we are comprising and being able to reach out to everyone. She'll also be monitoring and providing updates to our new webpage, which is our Spanish webpage. So please look out for her. There's going to be some highlights for the National Hispanic Heritage Month. She's going to provide some programming for Cinco de Mayo, Day of the Dead programs, and we're also working on developing a fully functional Spanish speaking program. So more of that to come. We are working in that. That is a work in progress, but that is the goal of our Latinx engagement. And that will cover GEP and Latinx engagement. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Chastity, for that. Yeah, I highly recommend connecting and getting involved in those programs if your girls haven't already, as well as connecting with the GP team if you know that there's a need in a school or a district that needs that staff-led piece. Okay, on to our next program department. I promise we are almost done with programs. Partnerships and College and Career Readiness team. We have Toria Ward-Gilkey, our VP of Partnerships and College and Career Readiness. Kaylin Baruki, our High Awards and College and Career Specialist. And then Emily Kotick, our Partnerships and Community Engagement Specialist. So this team of three will go over all things High Awards, College and Career Readiness, our Girl Advisory Board, and then community engagement, including Girl Scout days. So I will pass it to the team. And we can go to the next slide. Thank you.
Thank you, Damiana. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Toria Ward-Gilkey, Vice President of Partnerships and College and Career Readiness. It's a pleasure to be here with you all today, just simply to go over a few highlights for our team. The dynamic duo that I work with, Kaylin Baruki, our dedicated highest awards specialist, college and career readiness specialist, as well as Emily Kotick, our partnerships and community engagement specialist. This year, we will be working on our initiatives for our Bronze Award, Silver Award, as well as our Gold Award. And this year, we're trying to implement as many ways to improve the process so that we can have more girls engaged in our Take Action projects. Just to give you a little highlights from last year, during our 22 to 23 member year, we had over 280 Bronze Awards, over 440 Silver Awards. We had 13 Gold Awards. And in that number, we had one young woman of distinction, Nisha Singh, who received a scholarship for college tuition this year. And we had 2 runners-up. And we also had 1 Girl Scout who received the Gold Award scholarship, and her name is Harmony Jen. So she received the largest scholarship for $10,000 the 22 to 23 member year. And our goal is to exceed those numbers this year to help improve the process and make sure that the girls are knowledgeable about the process. We are introducing the new National Silver Award Suite, which launched yesterday, October 1st, to make understanding and earning the Silver Award a smoother experience for volunteers and Girl Scouts. Some of the new changes, there will be mandatory Silver Award training that will be offered on a monthly basis. Those trainings will be led by our committee members. And during that time, girls will be able to ask questions about the process. And prior to them actually starting and investing their time, we want to make sure that their projects are pre-approved before they actually implement the project, because it's going to take them some time. And some of the feedback that we've received this year is that they wish they had more time. So our goal is to make sure that they're prepared with the training suite so that they have a great experience completing their Take Action project. We also made updates to our Gold Award process by providing a timeline. You'll see that information on our website, and it will be guidance for beginning to end. Again, girls will be able to register for upcoming Gold Award trainings. So again, that they can get some more information about that Take Action project and basically creating a sustainable project in their community. If you have questions about the highest award project or process, you can always email us. Our email address is highestawards@gssem.org, and that information can also be found on our website. We just closed this members year's data, so that information will be forthcoming and it will be shared on our website. But again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us via email at our dedicated departmental email address, or please contact Kaylin Baruki. Next slide. This year, we will have our Girls Advisory Board, which will be led by Emily Kotick. The GAP group was created to provide an opportunity for our older Girl Scouts so that they can further develop their leadership skills and represent girls at GSSEM. To register for our kickoff, you can scan the QR code. The meeting will be on Sunday, October 15th at the Detroit Service Center. During the Girls Advisory Board, we're going to have guest speakers, individuals from various industries will be invited to be guest speakers and speak to the girls about various careers that are non-traditional, whether it's skilled trades, women in technology, just various areas that they may be interested in. And if there's something that we haven't lifted during our Girls Advisory Board period, we will always encourage them to again share what ideas they have to make Girl Scouts great for our older girls. The time commitment for our meetings is approximately 2 hours per month, and that will vary depending upon the presentations and the activities that they will have on those dates. Thank you. Next slide. College and career readiness is new to GSSEM. Our goal is to make sure that our girls are prepared with a portfolio once they leave Girl Scouts, so that they can show the projects, the presentations that they've done over the years, and they can use that as a tool when they transition from high school to post-secondary educational experiences or vocational training or entrepreneurship. So we're launching our Mentoring Mondays. That's going to be returning, and more details are to come. We're also partnering with our Life Skills Department to create opportunities with the Michigan Women's Commission. And if you have, again, any ideas, please let us know. You can email Kaylin. Her email address is listed. It's her first initial K, last name, Baruki, Borucki, @gssem.org. Next slide. We're also responsible for creating dynamic community engagement events and partnering with organizations in our community, such as the Tigers, the Detroit Tigers, the Detroit Pistons, the Lions, 313 Presents, etc. And some of the upcoming events are listed on your screen. And I want to thank everyone who participated in our Disney on Ice event a couple of weeks ago. That was our largest event for the past year. And we had over 500 attendees for that event, and we couldn't have done it without you. So I just want to say thank you for participating in over the years, and we look forward to you participating throughout the year. Some of the upcoming events you'll see for November is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That's November the 10th. We're also going to have Barnum and Bailey, which is the circus. The Detroit Lions is going to be December 16th, 17th. We're going to have a Girl Scout night with the Detroit Lions. And then Bluey's Big Play will be coming in March. And then our finale at this particular time is Annie, and that's in May 3rd. So please make plans to attend. Please tell your friends, your family, anyone you think may want to come out and have a night out with the girls. Please tell them, and we appreciate your support. Next slide. And last but not least, back by popular demand, our girls will be participating this year in the Thanksgiving Day Parade. We have identified the choreographer. We are excited about the girls participating again this year. Rehearsals will be this November, and November 15th, November 18th, and then our dress rehearsal will be November 21st. So I know you won't remember all of those dates just off the top of your head, but that information is going to be shared on our website. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to email us, and you can email us about partnerships, community engagements by email. Our email address is partnerships with an S, partnerships@gssem.org. So please stay tuned. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or any member of my team. Thank you. Damian, I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you so much, Toria. All the things in partnerships. We are definitely looking forward to continue Girl Scout days. We hope that you all join the Thanksgiving Day Parade, and just stay on the lookout for updates from our partnerships team. Last but not least, on our program team, we have our Deputy Chief of Research and Evaluation, Claire, who will talk more about like what's going on. We actually launched something very exciting today, so I will let her dive in.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me. So as the Deputy Chief of Research and Evaluation, it is my job to work with every department at GSSEM to partner with Girl Scouts, troop leaders, and volunteers and parents to make sure that everyone is having their that is finding things that they're interested in, that programming is still relevant and fun, and that our girls are still benefiting from the programs. So all the different programs that you heard about before, we are doing different evaluations of them, making sure to have surveys that are not really long or really complicated to fill out, but still get the information we need about events to see how we can improve and what you all want to see. We are also starting this year, we're working with University of Michigan to research specific interests and needs of girls in Southeastern Michigan. So really trying to become thought leaders and innovators on what girls want and need in our region and seeing how we can fit in there. Can you go to the next slide? So what we launched today is our impact evaluation. So these are the survey QR codes. You are welcome to scan those now and start. You are the first to see this. So you will be the first people filling out these surveys. So we're doing a huge survey with looking at both Girl Scouts, Girl Scout parents, troop leaders, and volunteers, asking what is your experience with GSSEM? What are we doing well? What could we do better? What are your girls interested in? What do they like? And what haven't they liked as much? So seeing how we can provide the most relevant programming for all of your interests and needs. When you take this survey, it will be only about 5 or 10 minutes to complete. I promise it's actually that amount. I've timed it with several different people. I know sometimes I'll click on a survey and it'll say 5 minutes and 15 minutes later, I click right out of it. So if you are completing the survey, you have an option to put your email at the end to enter for a chance to win a $100 Visa gift card after the survey closes. So we'll pull for us a $100 gift card for both the girls and the parents. So there'll be a separate drawing for each different survey. We would be so excited if you and your girls would be willing to take it. Feel free to, tell your girls in your troops, your children about this. I am going to be working with our marketing and communications team to send out these links. So if you don't get them right now, that's okay. They'll be coming to you in an email later on. And we are just really excited to hear from you all. We will have an opportunity for focus groups and interviews in the fall. So you'll have the option to opt in at the end of the survey, of this survey, but we'll also be sending out information where you can sign up for that directly. Those will be about 60 to 90 minutes. They'll take place both virtually and in person, so whatever works best for you and your family. And each participant for that will get a $75 Visa gift card. So we are very excited, very grateful for your input and your time. And I am really looking forward to hearing what all of you have to say about your experience.
Thank you, Claire. And that sums up program. So I will pass it back to Liz to introduce our fund development team.
All right. Thank you, program team. So much great content there. So I'm going to move it on over to Jen Stark, our Director of Development, and she's going to take us through our fund development update.
Hello, good evening, everybody. Like Liz said, my name is Jen Stark. I'm a member of the development team, along with Sally Friels and Jeff Baytarian, who you can see here pictured. You want to go to the next slide? I just wanted to give a really quick update regarding a new form that we have on our website that hopefully will be very easy for all of you to use if you are seeking sponsorships or solicitations for your troop. So it's an online form. The web address is on the slide here. You can find it on our website. And we're asking that you please submit this form before you solicit anybody for a contribution. That will just allow a member of our team to take a look at your form, make sure that we don't already have a solicitation out there already. We want everyone to be successful, so we don't want to have duplicate asks. So we just wanted to make sure, excuse me, that we aren't asking the same company several different times. So we greatly appreciate you taking some time to fill out this form before you make the solicitation so that we can be in touch. And hopefully we'll have a very quick turnaround to let you know if yes, we have another troop or us making a solicitation, or if we'll give you the green light. If you could also fill out this form if you participate with your employer for volunteer hours. Some employers contribute funds if you volunteer time, or do they facilitate staff giving through a third party. So if you know that funds are coming to GSSEM, if you could fill this out ahead of time, that will notify us that we need to be on the lookout, and we can be sure that your donation is designated accordingly. So if you have a volunteer hours that are meant to be designated to your particular troop, if you indicate that on this form, we'll be in touch once that comes over from that third party, and then we'll be in touch with our finance team. So it's a bit of a process on our end, but we're hoping that with this online form, it'll streamline it a little bit faster for all of you. And it also helps us get out timely acknowledgements for all of our donations, which is really important when we're trying to, cultivate and build on those relationships. And just the last thing, remember, girls are not allowed to solicit for cash. So this is for adults only, please. And then Liz, next slide. You can also use the same form if you are looking for highest awards funding as well. So you can use the same exact the same exact form, or you can go online, and we do have a PDF as well. So it's the same process. It'll come to the development team, and we'll just review to make sure we aren't asking a company more than once for several different things. So we just want everyone to be successful. We appreciate the communication and all that you do to benefit our girls. Thanks, Liz.
Thank you, Jen. Now we're going to move it over to our marketing and communications team, otherwise known as MarCom, and our Chief Marketing Officer, Yavankia Jenkins, is going to take us through that.
Well, good evening, everyone. Thanks, Liz. Good evening, everyone. It is such a pleasure to join you this evening. I will not be before you very, very long. I did want to just give a little bit of an overview of the marketing and communications team, do a little bit on some high-level website changes that we've implemented and will be implementing, and then also talk a little bit about our publications and the Volunteer Brand Center. Next slide, please. So the marketing team is a group of 6. You see our names here on the screen and our roles. Our team is just responsible for the internal and external marketing, communications, and advertising of GSSEM. Again, we are a team of 6. We provide marketing strategy, counsel, and support to our internal teams as well as to our volunteer base. We work closely with all departments and some volunteer committees as well as our volunteers. And we develop and maintain all of the social media, the website, all of our publications, and earned media, which is basically media relations for news coverage of GSSEM happenings and things our girls are doing, our volunteers. And so that's pretty high level what we do. Next slide, please. So one of the things that we are focusing on is making navigating our website easy. We all know that our website can be a bit challenging. There's a lot of information, as you heard from all of the departments that are represented here tonight, and we expect there to be a lot more. And we know it can be kind of hard to find things. We are starting with, and we have started with, our Get the Facts page. It's really important that people are able to get accurate information about Girl Scouts and where our position on certain things and access to resources. So the Get the Facts page, which is at gssem.org/getthefacts, we've kind of reorganized some things on that. So next slide, please, Liz. So when you come to the page, you will actually, Liz, I think you might need to click to activate the video here, I think. There we go. Thank you. When you come to the page from our home page, you'll just click the Discover tab and then go to Get the Facts. When you get there, you see that there's a bit about Girl Scouting, which pretty much kind of is high level, some outcomes information. Religious and social issues is really an important section here. Everything you need about our Religious Relationships Committee, as well as some documentation of our policies and relationships with the Catholic Church, and then also information about boys and gender expansive youth, the GSSEM position and policies on that particular topic. Next slide, please. So again, that website address is www.gssem.org/getthefacts. Next slide, please. Again, we know that sometimes registering for things can be a bit challenging as well. And so we are working on gssem.org/troop camping. Doing that, creating that URL is actually going to make registering for troop camping easier. The URL is going to pull all scheduled troop camping opportunities. And so depending on which camp you're looking to go to, you'll be able to choose Camp Like a Troop or Troop Camping Plus in the registration option. So you'll be able to find your troop camping date, location, and camp type a lot easier with just that URL address. Next slide, please. And so I wanted to also, just as an introduction to some and reminder to others, talk about our publications. We do Connect Magazine now since COVID and us coming back out of COVID, we have switched Connect from being a year-round publication to just a half-year publication. So it publishes every spring and summer, and it covers April through August. We mail that to all registered homes. The 8-panel, if anybody has a more creative name for that, please feel free to share it. But that's what we've been calling it for years. But it is a digest, it's a quarterly digest of GSSEM programs and happenings. It also is mailed to all homes. And then the summer camp guide, last year, I don't believe that we actually printed that. It was just available online. But as you've heard, we will be doing another one for 2024, and that one actually is going to be printed. So great things to keep around. We know that Connect has a pretty nice following in our volunteer community because you're able to refer to it throughout the year, but also we'll be touching base again with those 8 panels. So be on the lookout for those in your mailbox. Next slide, please. Thank you. And so just a little bit about our Volunteer Brand Center. This is a very good resource for volunteers when you're looking to develop your own materials. gssem.org/volbrand. It's going to have all the do's and don'ts of usage for our trefoil and our service mark, our logo, fonts and colors. And then also you can access the volunteer brand training from GSUSA, which is in GS Learn. It's called GSUSA Brand Ambassador 101 for volunteers. It's really, really helpful, again, for flyers, those t-shirts, all those things that volunteers may be developing for their troops. So next slide, please. So that's kind of it. Again, just a reminder of where to find the Brand Center and the training. If you have brand related questions, we are more than happy to answer them. Also provide any review and approval on any materials that volunteers and troops may be creating. So please email those to communications@gssem.org. And please CC me at yjenkins@gssem.org. And that is it from the Marcom team. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Vankia. We are going to move on to our member support team. And we have Nafisa Williams, our Director of Member Support, to bring us through the member support update.
Thanks, Liz, and hello, everyone. Again, my name is Nafisa Williams, the Director of Member Support, and I am going to give you all a really quick overview of the member support team, starting with our Service Unit Support Specialist. Our Service Unit Support Specialists recruit and support administrative volunteers, so that includes service unit managers, resource champions, communication liaisons. So if you are interested in supporting leaders in your service unit, please do not hesitate to reach out. They also support individually registered members or Juliets. And brand new this year, they'll be supporting our specialty troops, including the Mackinac Island Honor Guard and our travel troops. So we have Gail Dembinski in communities 1 through 6 and Matthew Pruitt in 7 through 12. Next slide. Next up, we have our first year troop support specialists. They provide support to our new troops and our new leaders during their entire first year. That includes attending at least 2 troop meetings, doing check-ins, and hosting new leader roundtables where we get together, talk, answer questions, provide resources, and network. So there are 3 first-year troop support specialist positions on the team. One's currently vacant. Nora Ashu is serving communities 1 through 6, and Lana Yeager-Barstad is serving 9 through 12. Next slide. And then finally, our member support specialists. They provide support and resources to all of our leaders second year and beyond. So that's everything from conflict management to interpreting policies and procedures and help with troop planning. So we currently have Jenny Praler in communities 1 through 6 and Shajada Peoples in 7 through 12. Next slide. So as we all know, the membership year is brand new, 1 day old. So please take a look at your troop rosters to ensure that everyone who intends to participate this year has been renewed for the 2024 membership year. And while you're at it, if you can take a moment and complete the troop update form, this is your opportunity to let us know if anything's changed with your troop meeting information. So that includes meeting frequency, day and time. You can tell us the desired number of girls and adults you'd like to have in your troop, but you can also let us know if you need recruitment assistance or if you have support needs for member support. And finally, we'd like to invite you all to attend a couple of events hosted by the member support team. So that includes the virtual troop leader meeting. All troop leaders and administrative volunteers throughout council are invited to get together with us on October 26th from 7 to 8:30 virtually so that we can go over some updates, share resources, and network. Also, we are having a new leader roundtable hosted by your first year troop support specialist, November 1st from 7 to 8:30. And so this is when we talk about all things, all questions and topics of interest to first year leaders. And that is all for member support.
Thank you, Nafisa. Next up, we have a product program update, and that will be brought to you by Amanda Thomas, our Deputy Chief Membership Officer.
All right, thanks, Liz, and thank you everyone for joining us tonight. We are very excited to get started with our product program year. our fall sale program is already underway, and we are, of course, looking forward to the cookie program, which will be starting before we know it. So just wanted to introduce you to some new faces on the product program team. We have Angela, our director of product program, who is returning. And then we also have Heather Dantuma and Paige Callahan also returning to our product program department. And we have a couple of new faces, Brianne Howard and Malia. So I know Malia, I believe, is on the call tonight. Just want to give her an opportunity to say hello. She will be working at our Clinton Township office and cookie cupboard, which is our busiest one. So you will all likely see her at some point.
Thank you, Amanda. Hello, everybody. Happy to be here. Happy to get started. I've only been here for like a month, similar to some of the other team members here. But yeah, super excited to be here and to see all your faces, hopefully, at our busy service center.
Thank you. All right, so we'll jump in. Just want to talk about our fall sale program, cover a couple of items, and then we'll get into some cookie information. All right, so our fall sale program is underway. Troops should have already received their fall sale program kits, and our sale will run through the end of the month, and troops can continue to take online orders as well as input their troop order cards. The last day for the orders will be November the 1st, and that's when you'll want to make sure all of your paper orders are in, all the girl delivered online orders are in for your troop. And then we'll have our product deliveries the 9th, 10th, and 11th of November. And you'll select the location that you're going to pick up from on our M2OS site when you're submitting your order or at any time when you log in. Just some other dates to keep in mind with the fall sale program as we, after our delivery, and we'll be coming up on our ACH for the fall sale program. So you'll want to have your funds in the troop bank account by December 5th, for the ACH on December the 8th. And in the event you do have any unpaid parents, you'll want to have those in by December the 1st. And all of that information is in your fall sale materials, and you're welcome to reach out at any time should you have any questions. All right, so there we have our adorable mascot for our fall sale program and our theme of Own Your Magic. So while we are currently in the fall sale program, I know all of us are looking forward to our 2024 Girl Scout Cookie program. We will be officially kicking off the program a bit later this year. We're going to wait until after the winter holidays, so we'll be kicking off on January the 8th. Girls will still have the opportunity to set up their digital cookie website in December and take orders if they choose. They want to collect orders with family over the holidays or start with their online business, they're welcome to do that. But we'll be officially kicking everything off right after the winter holidays, give everyone a chance to get settled back into their routine, and also a chance for our new troops to get started. We will be having a little more efficiency and less time in between when the orders are submitted and when they're picked up as in the past, so you actually don't lose any selling time. It's just a little shorter window there between the orders and the delivery. We'll have our delivery, which will be second week of February. And so once you're able to get into eBuddy, you can see those dates and times, still finalizing those. Our cookie boost will kick off on February the 16th, and our program will wrap up this year on April the 7th. All right, and again, we're sticking with the theme of Own Your Magic, and we have our little mascot. Molly, I don't know if you want to say anything about this gal.
So this is an axolotl. That's our mascot for the cookie program, and then the mascot we saw for the fall program that's happening right now is an ocelot. So there are a couple of rare and unique animals, and that's kind of the idea that we're sticking with for our mascots this year.
Thank you. So there we have our expert on the rare and unique cookie rewards and fall sale rewards. All right. We have a great opportunity for volunteers to engage with the product program. That's by being part of our council Product Program Committee. These are volunteers that, in addition to participating with their troop, want to help serve the council cookie program on a larger scale, and volunteer for things like product deliveries, reward sorting, kit sorting. So we're always looking for people interested in doing this. We'd be happy to have a conversation with you and see if it's a right fit for a volunteer position. So you're always welcome to reach out if you think joining our product program committee might be something that you have interest in. And with that, I will turn things over to Laren, who is our Director of Retail Operations.
Thank you. Next slide, please. Hello, everyone. My name is Laren Wynn, and I am the Director of Retail Operations. This is our retail team. We also have Sabrina Reese, who is the Retail Coordinator, and Rose Gutierrez, who is our Retail Associate. Both of those ladies are located in our Clinton Township Council shop. Next slide, please. So just a little bit about the retail department. We do have our Clinton Township Council shop, which is based out of our Clinton Township Service Center. And there you can find all of your uniform components, core items, badges, fun patches. We have a wide array of fun patches, as well as any of our council program patches. I have also included the schedule for our Clinton Township shop. We are open Monday, Thursday, and Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. We do close for a lunch break between for a half hour at 3 p.m. to 3:30. And we are back open on Saturdays from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. So next slide, please. There are a few closure dates that the shop and our curbside will be unavailable. So our retail services will be unavailable this past Saturday, and also today we weren't open. And that was due to the new year and the fiscal year end closure. And then we also are closed for the Thanksgiving week, which is November 19th through November 26th, to observe Thanksgiving, as well as the Christmas and New Year holiday. We are closed December 17th through January 7th. So we will be reopening on January 8th, that Monday after the holiday season. Next slide, please. So a few updates from our department. One of the biggest things that we have done is we have updated our retail and register point of sale software. And what that entails is that all of our inventory management system, as well as our curbside order form or curbside website, is all integrated into one. So now our Clinton Township Council shop serves as a fulfillment center for our curbside pickup service. That curbside order form can still be found at www.gssem.org/curbside or at www.gssemshop.com. So those can also, again, on that curbside website, you can see our in-stock levels. With everything being integrated, it does show what our in-stock level is for the shop. So it kind of eliminates that need to order something that may be out of stock. You can see that if it is out of stock, I get alerts. We do have low stock alerts to make sure that we get those things ordered in a timely manner, so that you can order within a timely manner and get those delivered to your service center locations. Just a reminder, the curbside pickup service center locations are Detroit, Flint, Port Huron or Fort Gratiot, Southgate, and White Lake. So, and then again, Clinton Township, we're open for in-person shopping during those hours that I just mentioned prior. One of the other things that is a plus for this new software sales software, I'm sorry, is our Juliet program credit cards and gift cards can now be accepted on that curbside order website. So if you have anything like that, or if you have an old gift card that you think you still have some balance on, definitely email us at curbside@gssem.org. We can definitely check your previous balance on the old card and reissue a new card. Those new cards can be used in the council shop as well as on that curbside order website. Another couple of things that we are really excited about with this new sales software update is that we have the option to tap or swipe. So the checkout process goes by so much quicker and it's a lot easier. And we also have the option to email a receipt. So again, trying to save some trees here, we can email a receipt. It definitely has the information that you would need if you need to, later retrieve that receipt for a return or for any of your reports at the end of the year. Speaking of returns and our return policy, that is also included now on the receipt. So that full return policy and refund policy is on that receipt. But just as a reminder, the refund or return policy is 30 days. You can return or exchange within 30 days with a receipt. And we do ask that, if you have any questions about that, definitely you can email me or whatnot. But we are definitely going to be sticking to our return policy going forward, just because we want to make sure that we're getting some new and exciting things into the council shop going forward. So we want to make sure that we're, going to continue to, move and sell what is needed and what is wanted by our girls and their parents and the volunteers. One of the things that I definitely listened to last year was the offering more official apparel in our council shop. So now we definitely have some more of the Daisy, Brownie, Junior outfits, t-shirts, jumpers, tights, headbands, things of that nature. We now offer in our council shop. So definitely reach out to us if you have any questions. Definitely stop into our Clinton Township Council shop. And thank you all for listening to our updates. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Laren, and thank you, Amanda. I'm actually going to give it back to Amanda for our recruitment update.
Hi, everyone. Excited to be back to talk about our recruitment team. Just want to talk about some of our faces that you may know. Rebecca Daniels is our director of recruitment, and she's actually doing a recruitment meeting tonight. So she was not able to join us, but we're excited to have Rebecca as our director of recruitment. And moving into our team, we have Keosha Murphy, who works in communities 1 and 3. Sherry Warner, who works in communities 2 and 4. We have Josh, who works in communities 9 and 10. And we have several new faces that you'll be seeing around as well. So we're looking forward to inviting you to meet your new recruitment staff as they come on board. All right, so just wanted to talk about the role of the recruitment department here at GSSEM. The recruitment department is responsible for recruiting adult volunteers to form new Girl Scout troops and then recruiting girls to join those troops. So we know most of you tonight are existing volunteers who have been with us for a while, but you can certainly help with recruitment as well. So our recruitment staff is happy to create flyers for you to help promote your existing troop. If we're going into a school to do a recruitment meeting, we would love to promote the opportunity to join your troop in case that might work better for someone's situation. You're also always welcome to send out recruitment flyers at your school if you have openings in your troop, and your recruitment specialist can help you do that. As I mentioned, we host family information meetings at schools, community centers, houses of worship, and other places to start troops. So if you have a suggestion that you would like us to follow up on, we're happy to do that as well. We also have people that just contact us, cold call. They're interested in joining Girl Scouts or serving as a troop leader, and we help get them onboarded and placed in troops as well. So if you ever need recruitment support at any time, you can go email us, the recruitment team, at join@gssem.org. And so I'll turn it back over to Liz for our volunteer experience update.
All right. Thank you, Amanda. Last but not least, yeah, we have my team, the volunteer experience team. And if you've never heard of my team, you're not sure what my team does, I'm going to go through it briefly. I'm going to introduce my team as well, and you're going to hear about some of the things that we do on a daily basis. So basically, the volunteer experience team is here to help you have a good experience here at Girl Scouts of Southeastern Michigan. So we don't get into the day-to-day support. That's the member support team that does that. My team is focused on volunteer development. So first, there's the compliance piece. We want to make sure our volunteers, all of you, are set up for success as you're getting onboarded, making sure you have a background check so that we know our Girl Scouts are going to be safe. We also want to make sure that our volunteers are trained, so you know how to work with Girl Scouts, so that you know how to understand the programming that we deliver and how to access the policies that are responsible, that volunteers are responsible for upholding. And after volunteers receive their orientation, which consists of a 2-hour troop leader orientation training and at least 1 grade level essentials training, there's a whole world of training for our volunteers to explore, for all of you to explore in our extensive short and snappy library, which you can find on GS Learn. And once a new volunteer has taken their training, hopefully they're out there being a great leader, then we want to recognize you as doing a great job. That's that appreciation piece there. Another piece of our work involves overseeing the resources that strengthen your ability to manage your troop and to lead Girl Scouts. This includes GS Learn, our learning platform, and used to be Volunteer Toolkit, but I want to introduce you to a brand new resource that you all have access to today. And in case you're wondering what those emails were about something called Rallyhood, I'm going to tell you what it is. So again, as of today, October 2nd, you all have access to Girl Scouts of Southeastern Michigan's Rallyhood. Rallyhood is a communication and collaboration tool that's going to get you connected to your fellow volunteers, your service unit, and council staff. You also have the ability to get a rally or your very own page for your troop so that you can easily connect with caregivers in your troop and share information, set up a troop calendar, and request help, as well as some other things that we're going to go into in the live demo I'm going to do for you in just a bit. So basically, Rallyhood is going to help us create a more efficient and consistent experience across Girl Scouts of Southeastern Michigan by centralizing our information and resource sharing. It's going to help us organize and promote events, mostly service unit events, actually, service unit and community events, and also just overall build a more connected community here at Girl Scouts of Southeastern Michigan. So as far as what Rallyhood can do, I know all of you are going all over the internet to try and utilize different resources that can help you to manage your troop. The great thing about Rallyhood is you don't have to do that. So it can handle communication like Facebook can. You can set up a troop calendar. You can create events, and even events that that you have to pay for, ticketed events. It can handle payments, which is really cool. You can store files on there, like if there's anything you want to upload, like maybe like the parent permission form. You can throw that right on your troop rally so everybody has access to it. You can upload troop photos and share those with caregivers. You can share links and collect those into pin boards that can be helpful for families to have. You can set up signups, do votes through the sign up function. You can create reminders and just in general communicate on the message wall. And also there's analytics and reporting, but that's more for us on our end as staff. You don't have to worry about that. But I guess if you want to see your traffic on your troop rally, you can absolutely do that. You can ask me. I'll give it to you. So a rally, what's a rally? A rally is a microsite for a group that has a bunch of different collaboration tools that can help you share information and coordinate events and activities. For most of you, this is going to be for your troop. We can also do this at the service unit level as well to kind of help create a cohesive experience for the service unit. So I promised you a live demo. I'm going to give that to you right now. Bear with me just one moment while I get up our demo rally. So can I get confirmation that we can see the demo rally?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. All right. So this is just an example of a troop rally that I set up. So I mentioned it has a message wall. This is where you can just kind of communicate, much like you would on a troop Facebook page if you have one of those. It has a bunch of different, if you go into create a new message, a little more freedom with creating your post, like bullet points. You can add links and stuff like that. A little more robust than you would find on a Facebook page. You can attach a file. You can attach a picture. If you really want somebody to know what message you have to share, like for example, the meeting is canceled today, you can click this little box and it's going to send an email to everybody who is a member of your rally. They're going to get that information real quick that your meeting is canceled, so they know not to show up. And then people can reply to your post, and you're going to, as a rally administrator, if you have one for your troop, you're going to be able to see those replies come in to your inbox. And you can also set up Rallyhood so that you can get like a daily digest of your Rallyhood activity. We'll talk about that a little later. Next, we have a calendar. I see somebody has their hand raised. I'm going to, if it's all right, take questions at the end of our time here today at Kickoff. So if you could please hold on to that, I would really appreciate it. Or you can ask in the chat, and one of my team members may be able to answer. So this right here is the calendar tab. This is where you can set up your troop calendar. So if you want to put in your regular troop meetings, you can create a quick event, and you can set that to repeat however often your troop meets, depending on the frequency of your troop meeting. Like if you're one of those troops that meets every 3 meetings, you might have to set them up individually. But if you're meeting weekly or monthly, it's going to be really easy for you to set up. But you can just describe it however. If you're meeting virtually, you can even put in your meeting link there, which is really cool, and your meeting password. And you can describe whatever event it is that you have going on. And once I get out of here, oh, it can't find the page I'm looking for. Uh-oh. All right. Once you finish setting up your event, you can see what a finished event looks like right here. And you can RSVP for this event, and then you can see who is who's RSVP'd to show up there. Oh, actually, that got into signups. Sorry about that. A special event, this is like a ticketed event. Like if you have an event that that you need somebody to pay for. You can accept payments through Rallyhood with a payment tab. I don't have a sample payment set up because you have to have a bank account to do that, but there's a payment service that Rallyhood uses. It's called Stripe, and their rates are pretty good. If you want to set it up to collect funds, just know that there are rates that Stripe collects for using their service. I don't know those off the top of my head, but I believe it's like 30 cents plus 5%. Don't quote me on that, but the rates are pretty reasonable, especially when you stack Stripe up against their competition. So I'm not sure if it's something that you would want to use for like troop dues, for example, because it might eat into your troop funds a little too much. There is a separate training. We're not going to go deep into how we set up payments here, but there is a training on the Rallyhood Success Center, which all of you are a part of as of right now, that goes into how you set up Stripe and payments on your troops Rallyhood page, on your troops rally, excuse me. So your gallery, this is where you can put in some pictures of your troop if you'd like. Really easy. All you got to do is click add photo and it's going to bring up your Explorer or wherever your files are held. Speaking of files, it's exactly how you would upload a file. You just click add file, very simple. And you can put in helpful forms, maybe information about field trips, things like that. You can just upload that file right here in your rally. Links, kind of the same thing. All you got to do is click add link. And then it'll prompt you for the website URL. And you can edit it further to include a description of the website. So I have some samples set up here. I would strongly recommend linking things like the GSSEM Council calendar and also maybe our policy manual, safety activity checkpoints, and volunteer essentials. And then this one is just like a sample for this Happy Hounds Vet Clinic. It's just like a sample for like a field trip that a troop might do. I kind of got into signups a little earlier on accident, but this is just an opportunity for you to set up like things that you might need help with. So, for example, we have investiture help as one of our sign up activities. So, helping the troop leadership for this fake troop run an investiture ceremony for their troop. So there's a sign up set up for serving food, and there's another one for bringing snacks. And you can set these up really easily. You just got to describe what it is and set how many slots are available for whatever it is that you want people to sign up for. And you can toggle whether or not you want everybody to see who's signed up to do this stuff. And I would recommend including the date just so it's very obvious to whoever's signing up for these things. So that can be really helpful for getting people to help out with stuff. You can also rig it up so you can use it for voting purposes as well. And then your rally friends, this is just who's involved in your rally. Currently in this fake troop, it's just myself and Wendy Peace on my team. Hopefully yours is a little more robust. Just make sure that when you are when you're managing a rally, if your troop does decide to have its own troop rally, that you're going through your friends list and you're making sure that it's only folks who are associated with your troop, because we don't want any randoms in your troop, just for safety purposes. So that is what a troop rally could look like. Should your troop decide decide that you want to do that. If it is something you would like to pursue, if you would like a troop rally, all you got to do is let your service unit manager know, hey, I want a troop rally, and your service unit manager will get one set up for you. Easy peasy. And then it's up to you to kind of customize the look of your rally, to welcome folks to your rally, to actually get them into your rally. That's also a very simple process. I just want to take you through the Rallyhood dashboard real quick. You're going to take a look at my personal Rallyhood dashboard. So the My Rallyhood section, this will show you all of the rallies that you belong to. Now, Rallyhood is an experience beyond just the troop rally. It's also a space where we can share information as a council. So our program team has a whole ton of rallies that are dedicated to the different program pillars, council events. They have all kinds of great content that they're going to put out on Rallyhood. My team has things like rallies dedicated to volunteer appreciation, troop travel, training opportunities, policy. And we also have rallies that are focused on different volunteer roles. So troop leaders, you can belong to one of the Troop Leader Network rallies. These Troop Leader Network rallies, by the way, you're absolutely going to want to join them. And that is because if you were a volunteer toolkit user, you could get those badge plans that had activities already planned out for you. You can get that right here on Rallyhood in the Troop Leader Network rallies in the file section. I just want to show you what that looks like here real quick. So we got these divvied up by Daisies, Brownies, Juniors in this Troop Leader Network rally. There's also one for Cadet Seniors and Ambassadors. So CSA leaders, don't feel left out. We got you. I'm just going to go into Daisies real quick so you can see what that looks like. So we have it broken up by awards, badges, journeys, and pedals at the Daisy level. We even have a little intro meeting if you want to use that to kick things off for your troop. And then I just want to show you badges here real quick. So we got them broken up into the 4 program pillars. So if you know your troop is all about the life skills stuff, you can just click into life skills right here, and you're going to see all of the life skills badges that are offered at the Daisy level. So that's kind of how our Troop Leader Network rallies work. These are also a really great place to communicate with other leaders at different levels. So this one's for younger girls. The Cadet Senior Ambassador Troop Leader Network is for older girl leaders. We also have one for multi-level troops, by the way. So if you are a multi-level leader, the multi-level leader rally is a great place to communicate with other multi-level troop leaders, maybe bounce ideas off of each other about how to manage a multi-level troop. So again, the My Rallyhood tab, that is just a collection of all of the rallies that you've joined. And we hope that you'll join a bunch of them so you can get a well-rounded view of what's going on here at Girl Scouts of Southeastern Michigan. Now, the activity feed, this is just like what's going on in the rallies that you are a part of. So I am all over my activity feed because I've been communicating with some volunteer groups. But yeah, this is just the activity that's like going on the message wall in the various rallies that you belong to. The My Calendar feature, this is a like a mashup of all of the calendars of the rallies that you belong to. So you'll see this Snack Bringers event that was on the demo rally. There's also a bunch of other stuff that you'll see, like a webinar, for example. We have a key policies webinar coming up on October 16th. If you'd like to join us for that, we have our new leader roundtable is on there. Julia Gordon-Lowe's birthday is on there too. So you can see all kinds of stuff from all of the rallies that you belong to calendar-wise on your My Calendar tab. My inbox, this is just where you can view direct messages and reply to them. You can send a direct message from here as well. All you have to do is type in the recipient and it will auto-populate the recipient, assuming that person is a member of a rally that you belong to. Now the My Settings tab, this just allows you to like adjust your profile and things like that. So the Rallyhood profile, this is where you can like set up an image if you want to have like a profile picture. I would strongly recommend doing that just so people can match a face to a name in this wide internet of ours. Email addresses, you don't need to really change anything with that. Notification settings, you're definitely going to want to take a look at, because if you belong to a lot of rallies, you might be getting a lot of communication. So you might want to look through these and say, is this for me? I don't know, maybe, maybe not. I would at least recommend leaving on the daily digest email so you can get that email full of, you know, this is what happened on Rallyhood today for all of the rallies that you belong to. Receive all notifications, that might be the one that you want to look at. Other preferences, don't really need to monkey around with this. This is just time zone. And if you want to change your password, you can do that with change password. Now, the Get Help tab, this is going to connect you to the Rallyhood support team. Things like resetting passwords, like we could do with Volunteer Toolkit, or MyGS. We can't do that with Rallyhood, unfortunately. So you will need to connect with Rallyhood support staff if you ever need to reset your password. So just keep that in mind. And that takes us through our little demo there of the system. So let me get my ducks back in a row here. And let's talk about next steps. So our next steps for getting started with Rallyhood for all of you, number one, you're going to want to download the Rallyhood app. That is your gateway to all of this wonderful content, and that'll actually allow us to, and we're going to use this very sparingly, but for very important things, we're going to be able to send push notifications. Like, for example, if GSSEM service centers are closed, we might send out a notification on that, and then you'll know not to come to a service center that day. Also, because our Rallyhood invites were sent out today, you're going to want to check your email for the Rallyhood invitation. If you don't see it, be sure to check your spam folder, because I know sometimes we have some aggressive spam blockers. So just make sure that you check your spam if you don't see it in your regular inbox. Hopefully that's not the case, though. So any invite you receive, you'll want to join the rally. And also go on once you join that first rally and connect with other rallies and hubs that are part of our network on Rallyhood. And you are going to be able to navigate to those through the Rallyhood Success Center. And hopefully very soon, I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks, we're going to have a catalog of all of the different rallies and hubs that Girl Scouts of Southeastern Michigan has. So you can just click on the link in that and access it so you can join it. And it'll tell you all about what that particular rally is. So make sure you take some time to explore the rallies that GSSEM has to offer. And again, if you want to get your troop rally set up, just make sure you're in contact with your service unit manager and let them know that you want a rally from your troop, and they'll make it for you. And that is it for Rallyhood. I'm going to move things over to Wendy Peace, one of our volunteer experience specialists, to talk about some resources and appreciation at GSSEM.
Thanks, Liz. Good evening, everyone. So first, we will talk about Volunteer Essentials. Volunteer Essentials is Girl Scouts of Southeastern Michigan's policy manual. You can access it on the forms section of our website. I'll also put the direct link in the chat when I am done here. There is both a web version, and you can also download a PDF. The topics include all about Girl Scouts, which goes over everything you need to know about how Girl Scouts work. There's an engaging girls and families section, which covers how to get your Girl Scouts families involved with your troop. The troop management section goes over some tips and tricks for helping your troop run smoothly. The product program section covers how participation in the Girl Scout Fall Product Program and the Cookie Program prepares Girl Scouts to take on the world. The troop finances section goes over troop money earning, managing the troop's funds and bank account, and GSSEM's finance policies. Creating a safe space section discusses how to keep Girl Scouts safe while enjoying activities. And lastly, the insurance overview section, which covers the provided and supplementary insurance policies that are available. And we are putting the finishing touches on Volunteer Essentials, and the new version should be up by the end of the month at the very latest. So until then, you can continue referring to the version that is currently on our website. Next slide, please. So the Safety Activity Checkpoints is a resource that provides safety standards and guidelines for approved Girl Scout activities. In the front section, there are general Girl Scout activity standards and guidelines by topic that apply to all activities. And they're designed to be used together with the specific safety checkpoint for an individual activity. This is also where you'll find GSSEM safety policies and program level recommendations for individual activities. When planning girl activities, every volunteer should review the safety activity checkpoints in order to manage safety and risk in Girl Scout sanctioned activities. And just like Volunteer Essentials, we're in the process of reviewing and editing this right now, and we'll have the new version up on the website by the end of the month. Next slide. So are you an experienced leader who enjoys sharing information with newer volunteers? Are you passionate about Girl Scouts? And can you navigate Zoom? If so, perhaps you'd like to be an adult learning facilitator. And if that's the case, please reach out to the Volunteer Experience team to learn more. So we're excited to bring you several new trainings for the 2024 membership year. In the first 4 meetings, short and snappy, troop leaders will learn how to set their troop up for success. This training is going to be really helpful for first-year leaders, and we want them to be able to access it easily. So in addition to being hosted on GS Learn, it can also be found online. And I will post the direct link to that when I'm done. The Rallyhood Short and Snappy goes over what Rallyhood is and how it's used, similar to the demo that you just saw. The Troop Agreement Short and Snappy covers how to create a troop agreement or troop rules with troop members and caregivers. In the GSUSA Silver Award Learning Path, leaders will learn how to help cadets understand the requirements for a successful Silver Award project and how to earn it in a fun and interactive way. In our key policies training, troop leaders take an in-depth look at GSSEM's policy documents to ensure Girl Scouts have a fun and safe experience. And thanks to support from GSUSA, Girl Scouts of Southeastern Michigan will be offering youth mental health first aid training to our volunteers. Upon successful completion of the course, learners will be certified as youth mental health first aiders for 3 years. And we do have an upcoming training taking place in December, and you can check out the calendar of events to register. Next slide. A Volunteer National Award is a simple but meaningful way to express your appreciation for a volunteer who has gone above and beyond their volunteer role with GSSEM. They might be a co-leader, a cookie volunteer, a grandpa who helps at meetings, your service unit manager, or maybe even a troop leader in another troop. So why not show your gratitude for the work they do by nominating them for a Volunteer National Award? I know we can beat our 78 honored nominees from last year, but we cannot beat that number without you. So please submit your nominations using the form online. And we also have a document that explains the criteria for each of the 5 Volunteer National Awards to help you as you build your nominations on that page as well. And then another way that you can give a volunteer a pat on the back is by nominating them for our Volunteer Spotlight. Each month, we publish a volunteer spotlight post on our Girl Talk blog that features an individual volunteer that's gone above and beyond to give their girls a remarkable Girl Scout experience. We also highlight the blog post in the Leaders newsletter. And if you know of a volunteer who's been invaluable, dedicated, and inspirational to their troop, service unit, and more, please consider nominating them for a volunteer spotlight blog post. And now I'm going to turn things over to Heather.
Thank you, Wendy. All right, so what we have here are 3 new maker badges, which are coming to Daisy Brownies and Juniors. All 3 come with badge booklets and free activities. You can find them on their own landing pages and the new badges product pages. The 3 that we will have are art and design, which teaches how to find inspiration all around, explore different methods and mediums to create your own artistic masterpiece and share your own work with others. Then you got craft and tinker, and that will teach you on how to craft, or how your crafts can help your friends, family, and even the world. And lastly, we have create and innovate, which you'll use your imagination and be creative to solve different problems. These badges all are made possible to us by the Stanley Black & Decker, which are now available at the Retail Service Center. So here, these are updated badges. Daisy, you'll see that we have new badge, which is Animal Observer. It boosts observation skills. Then you have Juniors, which is updated habitats. You can find out more about what wild animals' lives and how to play and how we can help them. And then lastly, you have cadets, which are updates. And that's an animal helper one with a new design, as you see there. You'll discover all of the amazing ways to help animals and animals helping humans and how you can help them in their habitat. Next. Here you'll see updated versions of the product program chart, which will be coming soon through GSUSA. And lastly, we'll talk about troop traveling, which can be exciting, fun, and rewarding. We want to make sure that everyone or every troop is on board with GSSEM safety policy prior to their outing. There is an approval process for certain activities and travel to make sure our Girl Scouts are safe when they're through their outings. The safety activity checkpoints will tell you what you'll need to need for your troop and what approvals are needed. To get approval, you'll need to send your activity and travel information to travel@gssem.org. And our next webinar for the Preparing Your Troop to Travel is November 29th at 7 p.m. You can find it on the GSSEM calendar. And I'll take it over or send it over to Liz.
Probably helps if I unmute, huh? That is the end of our volunteer experience update. And now is the time that we have about 10 minutes left. If you have any questions, we welcome those in the chat. I know we had a hand up for Rallyhood. So if you have any Rallyhood questions, I would be more than happy to answer those. So if you have any questions, our staff is here to answer them. Even if you have questions for the program team way back, we welcome those. Also, I want to catch you guys before you leave, but I want to make sure that that our kickoff event is everything that you hoped it would be. And if it's not, we want to hear what you would like to see. So if you wouldn't mind taking an opportunity to take our brief kickoff survey, shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. at the absolute maximum. Just kind of tell us what you thought of tonight and what you're looking for in our next kickoff opportunity. But if you have questions, now is the time.
Hi, this is Dawn Ann. I was the one that raised my hand.
Hi.
Hello. Question about the Rally Hood. Can you like co-admin it with your co-leader?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can designate who you would like as an administrator. So if that is yourself and your co-leader, you can absolutely do that.
Okay, and then my follow-up is the volunteer toolkit going to be going away? So Rally Hood is something we should really jump onto right now and get familiar with it before we get pushed into it?
So Volunteer Toolkit isn't going anywhere. It's offered by GSUSA and it's always going to be available through the MyGS the MyGS space on the website. So if you're a Volunteer Toolkit user and you like it and you know how to navigate it, you can absolutely get resources from there. But we have those same resources with the exception of that year plan calendar. You just have to kind of like rework it in a different way. All that content basically is on Rally Hood. And it also it has other features that make it a little more well-rounded than the Volunteer Toolkit is. So I hope that like when you take the opportunity to explore Rally Hood, you'll see what an incredible resource it is, and you'll want to adopt Rally Hood.
Okay, I appreciate that. I just wanted to make sure because like most volunteers, I work full time and I have a
Sure.
family and everything. And I'm like, do I need to get into it right now or can it wait a couple months?
Right. Sure. Absolutely. And yeah, it might take some time to kind of get used to, but like once you're used to it, I think you'll find that it's going to streamline a lot of your troop management and you'll really like it.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dawn Ann. I see another question in the chat. Do all of our parents have to download the Rally Hood app in order to interact with it? Or is there a way to view it on the website but not have to download anything? So yeah, your caregivers that are affiliated with your troop, as long as you add them to your troop's rally and they set up a login, then they don't have to download the app. They can just access it from their computer. They don't have to download anything. So kind of a choose your own adventure there. Yeah, thanks for asking, Ashley. Are there any other questions out there? Feel free to come off mute too if you have any questions now. Now is the time for that.
Can you provide the links? I'm in Rally. I got my phone and I keep having to paste things in my Microsoft Teams and then paste it into the Rally, like on the computer. Like I don't have like, I can't it's just like an app. Like I can't I don't know where the regular link is. You know what I mean? Like for some reason.
So the Rallyhood website is just www.rallyhood.com.
Oh, okay. There's not like a special Scout one or anything like that.
Nope.
Okay.
Just make sure that when you're creating your account on actually, you know what? The best thing that you can do is actually click the link to join that you received earlier today to get you onto Rallyhood so that you can set up your account and everything. And then through the Rallyhood Success Center in the links section, you can get to all of the different hubs and check out the different rallies that we have to offer.
Okay.
Great question. Thank you.
Thanks.
What else do we have out there? All right. It sounds like we're fresh out of questions. So that leads us to the end of our webinar here tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Again, we appreciate you so much for helping us accomplish our mission of building girls of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place. You guys are awesome for doing what you do. We're so happy to have you, and we hope you have a wonderful Girl Scout year. Take care and have a wonderful evening.
Thanks.